biggest thing with people pleasing is that you don't love yourself. Hey guys, it's India. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about how to stop being a people pleaser, okay? Before we jump into today's video, be sure you hit that subscribe button down below, girl, okay? Turn your post notifications on, give the video a thumbs up, okay? And let's go ahead and jump right into today's topic. Okay, so, hi, my name is India, and I am a recovering people pleaser. Step one is admitting to yourself that you are a people pleaser. I have been trying to recover from this disease for, oh my gosh, a few years. Not even, girl, honestly, everything is since starting my spiritual journey. Like, just to be real, that's when I really became aware of all of these patterns that I continue to repeat in my life. So I've been working on this for roughly 3 years because that's how long I've been on my spiritual journey. So, girl, step one for being a people pleaser is number one, admitting that you are a people pleaser. And number two, the first step you can take is to start setting boundaries. Not only setting boundaries, but sticking to the boundary, okay? So people in your life, family, friends, lovers, whatever, you have to set boundaries. You must remember that you are the most important person in your reality. You are the main character, okay? So everybody else around you is an extra. They can be removed any day, any time, okay? But you're the one that's gonna have to do it. If you let people continue to play in your face, that's what they're gonna continue to do because that's what you allow them to do. People can only do what you allow them to do. You'll be with a man and you be like, oh my gosh, I don't understand why he keeps treating me this way. Why does he keep cheating on me? Why does he keep, etc., etc., etc.? And it's like, he keeps doing it because you let him do it. Like, you allow him to do it, so he does. That's just one example of being in a relationship, dating, but that's with anything. You are the problem, okay? Understand that you are the problem. Everybody around you is exactly who they need to be, so you can become exactly who you need to be. Listen again, okay? Everybody around you is exactly who they need to be. They are playing their part perfectly. No matter what they are doing or how you feel about it, they are exactly who they need to be so that you can turn into the person that you need to be. Another really big important thing to remember for people pleasers, because we're always trying to be liked. We always want everybody to like us, and if people don't like us, we take it personally, like something is wrong with us. Everybody does not mesh together. Everyone just doesn't. You're not going to like everyone that you meet, and other people are not going to like everybody that they meet. Everybody is not going to like you, and you are not going to like everybody, and that's okay. Just accept that. Just accept that there are some people you just literally won't like for whatever reason. And there are people who just literally won't like you for whatever reason. And that is okay. People pleasers, it's like, especially, I always gotta bring some astrology into it. If you're a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or you have Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces in your big three, your sun, your moon, or your rising, we take everything personally. We take everything personally. We are extremely sensitive. Everything bothers us. Like, we internalize everything. Something goes wrong, we think it's our fault. Like, we have to stop being this way. We have to stop being this way. I'm a Capricorn, but my sun and my rising are both water signs, and I have a lot of water in my chart. My chart is like really mostly water and like some earth, okay? So that, I get it. I understand it, and I have been working on not internalizing these things. One of the books you can read is The 4 Agreements. The 4 Agreements, they have a whole chapter on not taking anything personally. You have to remember that everybody's living their own life. And everybody is the most important person in their reality. So you just have to remember that the way other people see things is not necessarily the way that you see it. We're all living in this world, but it all looks different to us. Everything here looks different to every person who lives here. We're all looking at the same stuff, but we're not really seeing it the same way. I need you to grasp that, okay? So everybody is the most important person in their reality. So don't take anything personally. Everybody, they are who they are, and you are who you are. And that's it. Everybody's not going to like you, and you just have to get comfortable with not everybody liking you. Because if you're so worried about other people liking you, it's because you don't like yourself. You don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. Everything goes back to self-love. Start consciously practicing self-love. Start complimenting yourself. Start doing affirmations. Start working on your solar plexus chakra, okay? I'm gonna do a whole series on chakras, but you can literally just put into YouTube how to heal your solar plexus chakra, or what is a solar plexus chakra if you don't know anything about chakras. Chakras are just like energy centers in your body, and the one that has to do with self-love is the one right here in your gut, okay? It's all about loving yourself. You are seeking validation in other people because you don't trust yourself. You don't believe in your own intuition. You don't understand your own intuition. You don't use it. You don't love yourself. You don't value yourself. So you're seeking validation in other people. When somebody else doesn't like you, you're like, oh my gosh, like they don't like me. Something must be wrong with me. When really what you're saying is that something is wrong with me because I think something is wrong with me. I don't love myself enough. So everything goes back to self-love. Work on that. I know I just mentioned intuition, and a great thing for people pleasers to do is to stop asking for advice. Stop asking people for advice, for their opinion, what they think about this, that, or the third. It doesn't matter. Unless you're having a general conversation like, oh, did you see such and such? Like this thing that's going on in the media, what did you think about that? That's different. I'm talking about asking people for their advice and their opinions about what you're doing in your own life. If you want to move out of the state, you want to move to a new country, you want to quit your job and go back to school, or you want to quit your job and, you know, start working in a whole different field, or you want to cut your hair and, you know, or you want to start dressing differently, or you want to do just et cetera, whatever it is, you don't need to ask anybody what they think about what you're doing. Nobody else can see the vision. If you want to start, let's say you want to quit your job and you want to start a business, or you want to quit your job and you want to be a YouTuber. You're like, this is what I want to do. You don't need to ask anybody, okay, so I'm thinking about quitting my job and becoming a YouTuber. Like, what do you think about that? They're going to be like, well, they might surprise you, and they might be like, wow, I think that's an amazing idea. Like, social media is really taking off. There's so much money in content creation, et cetera, et cetera. But they might also be like, that's not very stable. Like, I don't see how you're gonna make that work. I don't see how that could be a good idea. What are you even gonna talk about? Like, what's your content even gonna be? Do you even have a camera? Like, where are you gonna set up? No. No, just don't ask them, because a lot of the times their advice is going to be negative. And if it's not negative, it's just going to skew your own vision for what you have in your head and the way you see things working out. You don't need anybody's opinion to do what you want to do in your own life. You don't owe anyone an explanation for what you do in your own life. And you should always care about what you think about what you're doing versus what somebody else thinks about what you're doing. It only matters what you think. Do you love yourself? Do you like your outfit? Do you like your hair? Do you like your job? Do you like the way you're living? Do you enjoy the life that you have? Nobody else can create your life for you. So why would you ask somebody what they think about what you have going on? Because they're not going to put the work in to get it done. So it has absolutely nothing to do with them. People pleasing a lot of times stems all the way from childhood, as many things do. You probably didn't feel heard as a child, or like, you know, you felt like you couldn't really express yourself, or like nobody understood you. So you tried to become who people wanted you to be so that you could get attention. Really think back in your childhood about those things. You don't have to go through and do your shadow work and look into your childhood and think back and see when did this start and, you know, what are some of my triggers, but I feel like it can really help you, because you'll be able to identify, okay, these things are triggers. I started being a people pleaser then. This is the way I used to feel. How do I stop feeling like that? How do I stop being a people pleaser? What boundaries can I set to not experience those same things again and not have this be a running theme in my life? Recovering from being a people pleaser can be difficult because, like I said, it's likely something that started in childhood. So you've been dealing with this for your whole life, right? But you can get out of it. You just have to, one, set boundaries and stick to them. You need to stand up for yourself, speak your truth, show up as who you are, truly, authentically stand in your truth. This is who I am. You like me, you don't. Regardless, I love myself either way, right? It really, really all leads back to self-love. The biggest thing with people pleasing is that you don't love yourself. And I know that it can be like, what do you mean I don't love myself? I love myself. Are you sure? Are you sure? I didn't. I did not love myself. I only just recently started really getting into loving myself when I started my spiritual journey once again. But it has led me to this place where I am today, where of course I still struggle with people pleasing, like saying no to certain things. So somebody will be like, oh, like, do you want to do such and such, and over the weekend, like, do you want to go here or there? And like literally the first thing I hear in my mind is no. No, I don't want to go. But then I'll be like, oh my gosh, like I don't want to say no, or like what if they don't have anybody else to go with, or you know, just etc., right? Like you almost kind of start like trying to talk yourself out of the no, because it's like a fear thing. Like how are they going to respond if I say no? What if they don't like me anymore? What if they don't want to hang out with me anymore? What if, you know, etc., and it's like you can't be concerned with that. You literally just cannot be concerned with it. You have to focus on yourself, your feelings, how you feel, because you are the most important person in your universe. If you don't care about you, nobody else is going to care about you either. Hopefully this video helped you guys out, gave you guys some tips on how to recover from people pleasing, girl, how to identify when did the people pleasing start, and how you can really fix it and really stand firm and tall. Like there is no easy way to do it. You literally just have to decide, I don't want to be a people pleaser anymore. I care about what I care about. I care about myself. I want to do what I want to do. And as long as you're not hurting anybody else, you know, what's the issue? What's the issue? Like self-love, 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 self-love. If you guys enjoyed today's video, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button down below to your post notifications on, girl. Give the video a thumbs up. Join the fam, okay, over here on the Spiritual Baddie 555, girl, where we talk about all things spiritual, mental health, etc. Okay. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.